Welcome to the Legal Survival Kit, how to win and score in the legal business. This is a conversation which is about 60 minutes, and the best thing to do is to sit back and relax and think about what the legal process is. Our key purpose here is to teach you to relax and not be intimidated by the legal profession. If you can prevent yourself from being intimidated, you then can think and do a good job. Perhaps the best way to look at it is to think of the Catholic Church. In the Middle Ages, they had huge cathedrals which were impressive. They had priests that wore special robes, and they spoke Latin to people who could not understand it. That is the model of our legal system. They have impressive buildings that are intimidating. They have people that dress up in special costumes, the robes of judges. And, of course, they speak in a language all of their own. Our purpose here is to help you get through that and not get rattled. The first thing to understand is they are trying to rattle you, and they make a living doing that. So what you want to do is start with a couple of objectives you want to solve when you're thinking about a legal problem you have, and then move forward. The first thing that most people consult a legal disc about is some nasty legal letter they get. And remember, these are intimidating tactics. The purpose of it is to intimidate you very much as the church used to do, speaking a language you don't understand and threatening you with all kinds of things. So what you need to do here is to think about what you can do to survive and win in this system. As we go forward, we're going to talk about three key things about doing stuff. And the first one is planning the work. In other words, one of the problems with most people is they don't plan what they want to get done. And as they said in Alice in Wonderland, if you don't know where you're going, it doesn't much matter which direction you go in. So we're going to help you concentrate on the purpose when you have a legal issue. The second thing is to differentiate between process and purpose. And one of the great advantages you will have in law is lawyers are interested in process because they get paid by the hour. The more they do and the more confusing it is, the more money they make. The more documents they file, the more money they make. The quicker they settle, the less money they make. So now that you understand what their situation is, your job is to make sure they do a lot of process, don't focus on the purpose, and therefore you can win. And the final thing about this is, where is your position on the board? One of the things that most people don't think about is what is their situation and how does it relate to them. As you go through this disc, consider getting our legal CD, which has a series of audios, documents. We have 602 documents on it. And if you get that, well, what can you do? Well, you can print out any of the documents we refer to. So this is the introduction, and then sit back and relax as we go through the specific segments.